Hello, everyone. My, my name is Makanga Christopher, and I'm going to be taking you through uh, digital twin for predictive drug consumption and generative AI for personalized treatment plans project. Let's get started. These are the contents of what you're going to be looking at today, and let's dive in right now. So, drug consumption is a global pandemic and it has resulted in severe consequences for individuals and very many societies alike. The rise in drug-related deaths and healthcare challenges necessitates urgent interventions to mitigate these occurrences. The existing approaches to mitigating these challenges fail to address the complexity of the factors that influence drug consumption, which include demographic variables, psychological profiles, and social influences. So we are proposing a dictator technology, which is a virtual representation of physical entities and offers a promising avenue to create personalized profiles that can predict and monitor behavior in real time. So, Uganda has one of the highest per capita uh, alcohol and drug consumption rates in sub-Saharan Africa, and an earlier study found that approximately 3.1% uh, aged and aged 3.1%, 39.1% of children aged between 12 to 24 are already using substances. And there is a high recurrence rate and extended recovery periods that affect the socio-economic fabric of society. So we are introducing the digital twin technology and generative AI to address these issues by offering predictive healthcare and personalized treatment plans. And some of the related works that we've reviewed. We reviewed a paper called "The Personalized Medicine in Substance Abuse Treatment, the Role of Digital Twin Technology." This paper explores the application of digital twin technology in personalized medical care and substance abuse treatment. They use the digital twin technology to to create personalized medical care and substance abuse treatment. However, the research neglected the role of personalities in substance addictions. So the next paper I reviewed was called Digital Twin Technology in Healthcare. And the study showed that digital twins could simulate patient conditions in real time to predict outcomes and optimize treatment. They applied digital twin technology. However, the study does not account for the treatment optimization. Then generative AI for personalized treatment. And the study explored the potential of generative AI in healthcare to generate personalized treatment plans for patients, improving survival rates through tailored interventions. And they applied generative adversarial networks as their algorithm. So their their research was primarily focused on physical health indicators, leaving a gap in the mental health and substance abuse domains, which limited this research. Now, our methodology. We started with data collection, went ahead to do exploratory data analysis on our data, and from there we carried out data preprocessing, under which we performed feature engineering, balancing of the data set, feature selection. We split the data set, and then we trained a surrogate model. We built a surrogate model, and from there we built a digital twin model. We trained it, tested it, evaluated it, and performed hyperparameter tuning on our model. So our data set was about our data set. We got our data set from UCI machine learning repository, and the data set used in our study contains 1,885 respondents. The features include personality measurements, like extraversion, neuroticism, and openness to experience, among others. It also includes demographics like level of education, age, gender, and country of residence and ethnicity. And in addition, the dataset contains 18 legal and 18 illegal drugs, which include alcohol, amphetanes, amyl nitrate, benzodiazepine, cannabis, chocolate, cocaine, among others. So after performing our EDA, these are some of the results that we got. The shape of our data set is 1884 by 32, and the data set had no missing values. From our data set, most of the individuals have an upper degree like a master's or a doctorate and or a professional certificate. Therefore, they are more educated individuals compared to those with no high school or lower level diplomas. Majority of the individuals in our data set were white. And drugs like alcohol, caffeine, cannabis, chocolate, and nicotine have the most frequent users. But there are more women than men that have never tried nicotine or cannabis. However, there are no major differences between the consumption from men compared to women and otherwise. The older individuals, there are less the older the individuals, there are the less observations of those who have never tried these drugs. We also notice that there are more younger individuals that take these drugs more frequently than the older individuals. We also discovered that our data set was imbalanced. So our confusion matrix. From our confusion matrix, we discovered that individuals that are very impulsive and seek sensation are more likely to get into drugs compared to individuals that are not. And we also discovered that individuals that take mushrooms are most likely to also take cannabis. And we discovered that individuals that take yes, mushrooms are most likely to take cannabis. Those are some of our findings from the correlation matrix. So we went ahead to perform feature selection, and during feature selection, we used techniques like recursive feature elimination, which iteratively removes the less important features based on the model performance, and random forest importance, which measures the feature contribution by evaluating the difference in model accuracy when a feature is permuted. So the key selected features included the demographics like age, gender, education, and country, and personality scores like neuroticism, extraversion, openness, agreeableness, and consciousness. Now, since our data set was imbalanced, we went ahead to perform smooth or synthetic minority oversampling technique to balance our data set, and we achieved a balanced data set for each drug category. Yes, and we had a class distribution before and after this mode. So when it came to modeling, we had two ways to do this modeling. We in the first instance we did binary classification, where we created a model for each of the drugs, trying to check whether an individual will be addicted to each of the drug separately. And then we went ahead to do multi-label classification. Under multi-label classification, we predicted whether an individual will be addicted to any of the drugs at the same time. We predicted all drugs at the same time. During binary classification, we went drug per drug. So, and under binary classification, our results included this. We went ahead to test for heroin first, and then logistic regression the model had an accuracy of 49%, ridge classifier 48%, support vector machine 98%, and random forest 98%. And for amphetamines, logistic regression scored 58%, ridge classifier 37%, support vector machine 90%, random forest 88%. Those were some of the results from binary classification. And from multi-label classification, our logistic regression model scored 52%, the XGBoost model 88%, the extra tree classifier model 64%, and the CatBoost model 65%. So we performed explainability for our models, and we discovered for the XGBoost model feature importance included the most important features for the XGBoost model included ecstasy, meth, coke, LSD, and score, as you can see on our graph there. And then we performed sharp explainability. And with SHARP, we discovered that some of the most important features included country, education, and then some of the least important features included age and others alike. So we went ahead and built our digital twin model. And after building our digital twin model, we built our digital twin model in Python and we tested it for accuracy. And on testing for accuracy, our model yielded an accuracy of 88%. And when we tested it with the area under a curve, or with the area under the curve, it scored 93%. So for explainability, some of the features that had highest importance when predicting for our digital twin included some of the most important features included ketamine amphlete, and some of the least important features included gender, as we saw also in our EDA that gender was really not different for men and women. So in conclusion, the digital twin technology has showed the ability to revolutionize the existing methods of diagnosing and predicting substance abuse, and basing on individual personalities and demographic data in order to create personalized treatment plans with generative AI. So in the future, we would want to update our digital twin with real-world data as it changes in order to perform better predictions. We'd also want to design a graphical interface for our digital twin in order to make it more visually appealing, first of all, and easier to interact with. And we would want to perform advanced hyperparameter training on our digital twin model in order to provide better predictions. These are some of the citations. My name is Makan Christopher. You can leave any questions in the comment section. Thank you very much. I'll stop here.